for?
I heard from Captain Brandt that you plan to make for Batal. As for me, I've been looking. 'Tis a letter. It seems to be addressed to... I passed an eye here. I thought it... And if you do... That is only... I am in no... Glad I am to see you well. I've been wondering how... No progress as yet, then. You wish to expose Allard's misdeed.
'Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen, our foes are like to use the dark against us. Really now? You mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here. We've arrived.
What is it? Have you brought me something to sate my unquenchable thirst for knowledge? A book, perchance? No, a letter, is it? Let's see here. But know that tonight the moon shall again be shrouded in a veil of gossamer clouds, awaiting the return of the sun's warming glow. Well, well, I'd not put Disa the capacity for such refinement. 'Tis a love letter of a sort, one that draws on ancient symbolism to convey its message. The moon represents a woman, the sun, a man. Put simply, what this letter means to communicate is, I miss you. Ha! A surprisingly saccharine sentiment coming from the Queen Regent. Would you not agree? I know not who this Phaesus is, though 'tis safe to say that Disa is rather invested in him. What concerns me is this godsway mentioned in the first line. If we can take this letter at its word, and 'twas indeed granted to the Queen Regent, we can surmise that it must be something tangible, an object. As to what manner of object, however, I can only begin to guess, and I'm not one for pointless conjecture. I suspect someone of Batali heritage might be able to tell you more.
'Tis no more or less than what one might have expected. I thought you might like this.
Is there aught I can assist you with? What would you have me say, showing me such a letter? Oh, I see. You know of Lord Phaesus, then. Very well. I shall share with you what little I know. Lord Phaesus is the director of the Forbidden Magic Research Lab. It is true that I have had dealings with him in the past, but I was ne'er privy to more than that. Even in Batal, few people know of his existence. To a Vermundian such as myself, the man is an enigma. If you would know more, why not visit the lab yourself? Such an errand ought prove simple for the Arisen, no?
Sir Augustine is to return to Vermund. He and my mother are politically opposed, you see. A fact for which he was effectively exiled. He'll find no safe harbor here. If you mean to escort him, you'd be... Glad I am to see you well. I've been wondering how you were getting on. Have you learned aught of the intent behind that letter? 'Twould seem my mother has joined hands with a Batali researcher to achieve her purpose. Which, according to this missive, is to arrange things so that I might rule the kingdom. But I don't understand. Vermund needs no consul. It's found its ruler, its sovereign, pretender though he may be. To say naught of you, does she mean to remove you and the false sovereign both from the picture? Is that what is meant by this tragedy? 'Tis a frightful thought, yet we are in a much stronger position for having learned of it. You've my gratitude for this. I now know what 'tis I must do.